What's up, everybody? We're the Whiskey Couillons. We're doing a review tonight on Jefferson's Chef's Collaboration.
Jefferson's.
Bayou side pick.
Yeah, man.
It's not a pick. That's just a sticker they put on a lot of their
Oh, well, I thought it
stuff.
was a
Bayou Side Liquor and Tobacco.
Yeah.
Great little store, man. One of my favorite little spots to pick up whiskey at.
Every little place, every little town has their own little store that they like to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. By your side, Thibodeau's little hidden gem, you know.
Yep.
So Jefferson's Chef's Collaboration is a marriage of bourbon and rye whiskey. It's blended straight whiskeys. It's a limited edition, and it's 45 ABV, 90 proof. So this happens to be Chef's Collaboration. It's a collaboration of Jefferson's bourbon and Chef Edward Lee. They came up together and put this whiskey together. Apparently, it's supposed to be. They made it to be paired with spicy foods. I mean, it's just it's got a little rye in it, so I can see maybe the spice. So at 90 proof, we're gonna give this a taste. I mean, it's got a pretty color to it with the bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little for bourbon, it's a little lighter. You know what I mean? Not quite like that cask strength darkness, but it's a 90 proof bourbon. So
No, I just seen that. It says ridiculously small batch.
ridiculously small batch.
I don't really believe that.
Well, I got one. Hurry up and get yours before it runs out.
So it's a singular custom blend and the result of our collaboration and friendship. Here now, but going soon. Drink up. Chef Edward Lee and master blender Trey Zoller. So that's it, man.
Y'all ready?
Let's do it. Let's try
Yeah.
it out.
That must be with that other signature right there. Is Trey
It must have
Zoller.
been, yeah, it must have been Jefferson's master distiller.
I was thinking it was like Thomas Jefferson or something.
Dude. Yeah. Funny thing about Jefferson's, though, I have heard that they just kind of just called it Jefferson's because it sounded like a traditional, older name. Like, yeah, they're fucking selling whiskey. If I'm gonna sell a bourbon, I don't know, something traditional, you know, throw that name out there, get some sales from it, you know. Washington's single blend gold. That's what I'd call it.
Throw gold in there too.
Smitherson's. That could sound really distinguished.
I'm pretty sure that's
try
what
to
the
double
whole
tap that.
Samuel Adams thing is. I'm sure there's some
Probably
Boston
so, yeah.
behind it, but
Yeah. Smitherson's Cigar Reserve. Son of a bitch. Yeah, dude. Damn, dude. So, coming off the nose of it, definitely bourbon, but it's almost like whenever you have like a heavy rye mash bill bourbon, right? You would get spice in it, but it's so much different than that.
Spice.
it smells warm almost.
Yeah, you can almost smell them separated. You could tell it's a blend of the two, which is not a bad thing. It's actually pretty good because the rye comes in. It's very measured. Like you smell bourbon, then rye. You know what I mean? It's not like a blend. It doesn't smell like it's together. It's weird, man.
I almost get like a fruity note on it.
Yeah, you can get that.
It's good, man. I'm getting definite sweet. What I'm not getting is the barrel forward that you would get out of a lot of bourbons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's missing the
Yeah,
oak for you.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
maybe that's where the rye
I don't-
comes in. I get the rye spice, but I'm not getting the real.
I don't get a lot of bourbon notes off the nose.
You get a little bit, but yeah, not like your typical bourbon. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's not a. You can't just set the glass down and be like, oh yeah, caramel.
Yeah,
I actually find it. I've had some whiskeys in the past that had blends with wines and so on like that, and I'll kind of get that note on the nose.
yeah, because you get that. You get a darker, I guess, a darker fruit nose. You would get in there. Maybe it might be that cherry, like a dark cherry.
I can see that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and say I'm not a big fan of the nose on this one.
I do get a little caramel, and then the spice comes like in that back end. You know what I mean? As far as like smelling it, you do smell spice like after that. You first inhale it at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Not bad though.
rye spice. maybe a little bit of dark fruit, and not specifically cherry for me, but definitely.
Definitely none of the like stuff you would get from like a regular like straight bourbon. As far as like an older straight bourbon, and you get the leather and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't get any of that.
No, me neither.
It's a marriage of bourbon.
There's
Rye.
supposed to be some fairly old stuff in here.
But maybe it's the blended. That
blended
kinda calms
straight
down on
whiskey
that.
is
Yeah.
a limited edition, so it's not considered a bourbon at all
Yeah,
necessarily.
it's a blend of bourbon and rye. But yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm sitting there
like-
thinking it's a bourbon, and I was disappointed on the nose because I'm not really getting
Yeah, it's not a
bourbon
bourbon.
off of it at all.
No, it's a bourbon and rye mix.
Yeah. So definitely, you get brighter nose. It's like a shiny metallic to it a little bit.
It's not an awful nose. It's
No,
just
it's not bad.
not quite what I was
No, I
expecting.
can see that. If I was expecting to smell bourbon, I would be a little disappointed
Yeah,
myself.
yeah. Then you don't have that bourbon nose at all to it. Tastes
All
well.
right, let's get this.
Rye,
Yeah,
rye, big time.
Yeah.
Oh, but smooth, well done. I like it.
I think you're right with this. Like it's pretty
Really
much like a smooth rye.
Yeah. Easy drinking.
It doesn't have that pungent bite. You don't get the. I don't say a lot of rye spices. You could just tell it's a rye.
See, the cherry that I got in the nose, it doesn't come up in the taste at all. It just very slight, nowhere near as heavy as the nose in it. But it's still, whenever you taste it, it has that light metallic taste to it.
Yeah, not a lot of oak or anything either.
Not a lot of
No.
not a lot of oak. I mean, you could tell it's a bourbon like blended in there because you get a very very slight effervescent, like very light little oak, but nothing saying, "Hey, this is straight bourbon." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not at all. Not at
yeah.
all.
I don't get a lot of corn either on it.
No, for a mix. I mean, I don't know exactly what the blend is, but this is
Tastes more rye heavy than
yeah
anything.
more
Yeah.
rye than anything else. Exactly.
Don't quite get that dill note we get on rye, but I
No.
think that so it's blended with the bourbon. You probably won't get like the straight rye taste.
Did you get the dill note? Because that's kind of your pick out on pretty much every rye we.
Oh no, I'm not getting the dill note at all. To be honest with you, I find it's a very subtle rye,
It's in the back.
and I find like they saying it's mixed with bourbon. If I would actually pick or think what I think they mixed this with, I'd say Crown Royal.
Damn, dude.
Just
You saying bourbon mixed with Crown Royal?
no, I'm saying like a rye mixed with Crown Royal. It's
Bourbon's Crown Royal is a rye. It's a northern rye.
yeah, well, Crown is very smooth, very simple. Not a lot of complexity there, but it's a very easy drinking whiskey. And this, you get a lot of rye notes, and then it's very smooth, simple after that.
I don't know.
I do get grain with it
I
too.
don't know. I think the first time I tasted this, and you know, it was a neck pour or whatever. I had one glass, and then the next night I met up with Ryan for some drinks, and I brought what I was calling the weeded collection. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I grabbed everything that I could think right off the top of my head. Yeah, this kind of tastes like wheat. This kind of tastes like wheat.
Grabbing the old antique.
Yeah, I brought that actually.
Bring that, Willie.
Yeah, Antique 107, and this, and
That's- that would
Makers.
Come off as a
Was it
weeded
Makers?
to me.
I think
Very
it was Makers.
simple.
I think I brought Makers. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I could see it being kind of like a weeded,
Yeah,
but it probably has no wheat whatsoever unless it was a weeded bourbon maybe mixed with the rye because it drinks easy like a.
I don't see nowhere on it where it's saying it's weeded, but it seems it drinks like a weeded.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, aside from rye, it's got a I find a decent amount of graininess to it, and I just kind of associated it with wheat. You know.
yeah. I don't know. With wheat, I get a lot of drinkability. Rye has that spice. Wheat's kind of easy. Wheaters are kind of easy to drink. There's a few wheaters that like that open up and it's like, oh man, actually, it comes out there and shows a little fucking strength there, like a rye gives it spice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something a little bit interesting that you're tasting. But like that Weller you had, that the antique kind of brings a little something to it. Gives you a little something. But like a lot of the wheaters, man, it's just like plain old Maker's Mark. They gotta add staves to that motherfucking shit to give it a little something. You know what I mean? Like,
So does it taste like bread?
yeah, dude. Like regular Maker's Mark, it's good. I mean, fuck yeah, dude. It's a classic. Throw it on your fucking bar. If you want to, you got a buddy, you want to mix it with some Coke. Oh yeah, all day. But if you want something interesting, you kind of got to dive in your pockets and pull out a little bit more money and get some Maker's Mark. 46 ain't bad. Yeah.
Well, I think we're both in agreement on when it
Say
comes
the
to
40s.
weeded. And generally, our better weededs are Blade and Bow is an
I like
excellent
Blade
option,
and Bow, man.
and then high proof wheat,
Dude,
excellent.
That high-proof
That
Makers.
that year,
Makers.
that yearly
That's good.
selection of Makers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's great shit.
The 21 version one you got,
Yeah.
that one's good. The yearly release of their high proof Makers, that's good shit. The stave selection, I think they call it.
This is the first time
That's
I've
good
gotten it. I've heard 2020 was better. First, I got 2021. I love it, and there will be a 2022 purchase. I can promise you that.
So for you, the yearly purchase would be Makers. Like my fucking yearly purchase is my Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Well, no, that's
I'm
more like
collecting
a.
these motherfuckers. Dude, I love that shit.
more
That's
like
my
when I
favorite
see it.
bourbon.
No,
Coming
I
from
mean,
a
I'm just
Scotch
saying
guy,
I would
that's my
take
shit,
it.
dude.
I'm definitely not going to pass up Makers in 2022, but no,
Yeah.
I've got to step up my Elijah Craig Barrel Proof game. I need to drink that more often than when I come to your house.
I love it.
Getting back to the review and how about we go into the ratings on it?
Yeah, so I think you asked me for the Couillon Reflection.
Yeah,
So the whiskey
Reflections.
Couillon Reflection, if we're going to reflect on this,
I'm going to reflect pretty hard on it.
what would I give it, on our rating system? I'd probably go, 1.75. I hate to kill it with, it's better than a 1.5. But it's not quite a 2.
I thought I was going to be harsh.
I felt like a one point.
I'm giving it a 2.
It's very close to a 2. Like I could see giving it a 2.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either, but
I don't like it either.
I don't
I'm
hate it
definitely
either.
on the farther side of.
But I don't hate it either. But I don't know if it would get. I would say it's very close to a 2.
It doesn't challenge me at all. It doesn't make me want to drink it. If this was in my cabinet, it would just sit there for a while.
Oh, I'd drink it.
Yeah, that's the ones I drink faster than the others.
I would this
Because I don't feel like I need to take a chance and enjoy every sip,
Yeah.
honestly this is my kids are out of school now, but this is something that I'd put on the rocks, sit outside on a hot sunny day, wait for the kids to get off the bus.
I'll give it a 2. I'll go with a 2. I wouldn't be a buy again, but I would have no problem drinking this. You know what I mean? I'd drink it.
Now, that being said, man, if you don't like high proof whiskeys and someone like that, and you want a
It's
good,
90,
simple,
yeah.
easy drinker, man, this could be right up your alley. It's
What's the price
it's
point
just
on
not
it?
up my alley.
I believe I paid $35-40 for it.
35.
Not bad at all, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you're an avid Crown drinker, you might like this.
Dude, it's been a
You know
while
what, I'm
since
gonna
I
give
actually sipped
like
Crown neat.
regular Crown.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know if I've ever. Well, no, I mean
I would
I've
actually
chugged
have
Crown.
to put them next to each other to see.
I've chugged.
But it's
I
been
would
a
not
while,
put
dude.
this next to Crown, dude.
Yeah.
No, not even close.
I went to a crawfish bowl and we sat there and we drank some whiskey after, and I was sitting there drinking Woodford with them, and they had some Crown and Crown Reserves. Like, I've had Crown a long time ago, and it tastes good up front. Just really nothing else after that, though. Then I tried the Crown Reserve. I guess it's supposed to be better, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. So that wasn't that long ago, and this, tastes good up front. There's really not much else after that.
Well, we're about to fight about it. 2.5.
2.5.
I'm not going crazy with it, but the one thing I notice about it is, and it doesn't last very long, but there's a small part, and it's probably the rise, but there's a small little bitty tiny part of here that reminds me of a small little bitty tiny part of Angel's Envy rye when I drink it. Just like it's just, don't get me wrong, they're not even on the same ball field, but
So you get that little hint of a note, huh?
yeah, kind of like that. I don't know, rye, like what's the word? Like almost like a pine
Yeah.
in the background, and
I can see that.
I enjoy that. You know, I enjoy
I'll tell
it.
you what, it's got one thing going for it. It's stupid smooth.
Oh, it's
It is
smooth.
really
It's gonna be,
smooth.
dude. Yeah.
It is really smooth. Would I buy it again? No. Am I disappointed that I bought it the first time?
Nah.
No.
I do.
No. I'm gonna enjoy this.
I wouldn't be
And
mad
look,
that I bought it.
And at the price point of $35, if I was to see this again someday and I was looking just to put a bottle to take up a spot on my whiskey cabinet, I would I would buy this again.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, what's the difference between this and any other $35 bottle of whiskey you bought besides Elijah Craig?
At $35, you can get some whiskey for that price. That's the only reason why.
But I like this. It's good stuff, you know.
Yeah. It's not, dude, it's definitely drinkable, dude.
For 35
The
bucks,
only
dude,
knock that I have on it is that, okay, if we were going low price range like that, I would go for maybe like a early times Evan Williams bottle and bond,
Okay.
you know, something with a little
Yeah.
higher proof on it. But I really have no problems with this at all. I think it's
definitely
really
drinkable.
good.
I mean, shit, you put a dent in that bottle, dude.
Yeah, Henry, you get
Putting
Henry
that bottle
McKenna.
out, dude.
Yeah.
You get Henry McKenna for that price.
No, you can't. Well, I mean, you can, but you better be shopping for
Yeah,
sure.
you used to, but I mean, honestly, if you're looking for it right now, you could probably get Henry McKenna for about 36.
You think?
Yeah.
Nah.
I've never had a problem finding it.
Man.
Louisiana, we're lucky to find Henry McKenna. Some other places, like they can't, they'll pay $100 for a bottle.
Dude, people can't find Buffalo Trace
I know.
in Kentucky right
I
now.
know. But yeah,
You got the 107. I got a bottle, but I had to get mine shipped from Ohio. I don't know where you got yours from, man, but you said
Right there.
by your
Right
side
there,
as well,
man.
man.
That's where I got it. By your side, bro.
And that's kind of disappointing, you know. I've been looking for that bottle for a
Look
long
at it
time. You
locally,
knew I was
man.
looking for it too. And you gave it down.
you just went around the corner. He's like, yeah, I'll take that fucking 107 you got. But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Jefferson's, dude. So roundabout, we all got about the same thing.
I'm saying about a 2, man.
It was 2.25 for an average for us. 2.2, you get 250, right?
Yeah.
2.25 for us. So it's not a bad score for a $35 bourbon.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
$35 bourbon blend. It's not a bad score. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's all we got on that one. Jefferson's chef collaboration. That's about it.
Huh?
Next review.
See y'all next
Whiskey
time.
Couillons. And hey,
That's
look,
it.
we know we're recorded this time because we put a mirror behind the camera. Y'all have a nice night.
See y'all next time.
Now if we just get it to stop.